Okay, my dog's going a little berserk right now. And I got the wrong camera. There he is. Yeah, he was just doing a twirly, chasing his tail. He's real excited, got fed, barking at squirrels and deer. He sees himself on the TV. He was watching himself yesterday on one of my videos. He was watching himself on that picnic table in the backyard, barking at the squirrel. It's a big dog. Well, what this is about is to show you the cameras I own for the Sony. Now, I on this studio I have the FX30 as the main and the Sony A6100 for the puppy cam, which is Lucky now. And you've seen Cinnamon and Buddy and Wanda uh, different times. Now it's Lucky. He doesn't go underneath the desk, even if there's a pillow there, because he's just too big. But anyway, what this is about is I'm showing you the A6700, the A7CR, and the A7R5. Now, I'm going to give you the different weights for each camera, but you can see A7CR is bigger than the A6700. And then, of course, A7V is bigger than the last two. So let's turn this thing on. And I think, yeah, it's on grams. 553, 554 grams with the, now I do have the pancake lens on the A7 or A6700, which I will be using this full frame just to show you the lens. There's the lens cover, and that's the base of the camera. If I take it off, see? And then look how small that lens is. And you know, I was talking about the thumb, the thickness of the thumb with the knuckle or whatever. So that's how tiny this lens is. And you match the dot with this dot. And you just turn clockwise. So 554 grams. Next is the cam. So I just have the lens cap on, okay? Make it kind of like comparable to the A6700. So instead of 554, this is 597 grams. So it is a little heavier. And it's full frame and it's bigger. And then, of course, this is 709. So it was much heavier than the A6700. That's even with the small rig um, base plate. I did not get the L, shape like I usually do, because the L shape is basically the handle and this, but there's no handle to it. It's just a base that just fits on. And then, of course, with small rig, in order to get the battery out, you have to do that to get the door open. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that and show you the different weights on the camera. Now I'm going to try this out. I'm going to take a few pictures and put it on photograph. And I'll do one on here. I'm hoping that took. No, it didn't. For some reason. Yeah, it took. I was too close. So, even with the A6700, do a plus on there. Look how sharp that is. And this is a 4.5 pancake lens, but look at the dust. You can see the dust on the model. And look how sharp and clear her face is. And then the dust on top of her hair. And then the next picture is Lucky. Of course, he was moving. Yeah, 4.5 aperture. It's kind of slow, but yeah, he's moving. But anyway, this is a great lens. This would give you equivalent of a 42. And of course, on the A7CR, it's a 28. So anyway, just a quick video showing you the different weights on here. These are small cameras, very small. I like this style where you look in the viewfinder, or EVF, I should say. And I like the eye cup on the A6700. Very tiny camera, can handle it, walk around. Same thing with the A7CR. I put a thumb grip on there because I have some bigger lenses. And it does have, you can put your Sony microphone adapters on here. And I'm thinking of getting one to see if it'll work on the Nikon. But I'm going to review it first. And you see camera, video, slow and quick. But, you know, if you hold it like that, it just doesn't feel right. So that's why I got the thumb grip. And I think it was, yep, Hayog. I want to call it Hoagie, but it's not that. It's Hayog. And you see, I got a better hold of the grip. And this is never overheated because I think with the kind of like the silverish, you know, top, and it's not all black, and plus I have the silver to match that. It's a real good looking camera, and I like. Now this is loose, this is tight, and this is tight. So the A6700 has been out for a while, but anyway, this is, I think, selling used the same price as the A7V. In fact, it might be even cheaper. I got this about $300 off, maybe $400 off the original price. Let's see, I think it was $28.99. No, I got it off with $200 because it was used. And I think the guy just didn't like the creative app when you turned it on. And I said, okay, it's too hard for me to learn. And I turned off the Bluetooth. And as you can see, when I mount this lens, all right, where is it? Oh, it's there. See, that's much easier just putting the tilty screen out. See? Doesn't need the Bluetooth on. So once you go through the registration, you just turn it off and then not even use the app anymore. It's still on my phone, but I've only used it once just to log in, and then that was it. And make sure it's on photo. You know what? Let me try to see. Yeah. Okay, so the thing that got me, and there's a little push button to change the setting, which I like, but it was on photo mode. Okay. Took a picture. All right. Now watch this. This is where it threw me off. If you do a video on camera mode, there's no stabilization. So if you hit the record button, it is recording now. Okay. 4K 30. I think it's 140 megabytes per second, 422 10-bit. Okay. But they show stabilization on. So if I turn it off, if I hit the function menu, and you guys see it's on, steady shot is on, but I don't think dynamic active is. Okay. And if I go into the menu, let me put it on video. Okay. And you see that crop? Okay. Photo, video. That means it's on active, dynamic active. So if I go on here, now you see that D active, it's on dynamic active. So if I went to just active, all right, now watch. I'm going to go into camera mode. Still cropped, okay? And if I do it again, just put it on standard. And then go to camera. See, camera is always on standard, all right? It's either on or off. Whereas on video, you have two more steps above. And all it does is it just crops to make it look better. So that's the other part of this video I wanted to show you. So anyway, you got the weights, you got the three different types of cameras that I use out on the field. The other two are in the studio with the S5 II on a, this is the 14 to 28. So anyway, I got the best of both worlds. I got Panasonic, I got Sony working together. And then I got Nikon all by itself in my bedroom as the Nikon studio. And I got 3 ZRs for that. My 4th ZR is out in Miami with Mr. Camera Junkie, and he made a fantastic rig for it. But anyway, this was getting kind of long. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.